Safety is the most important reason you inspect your vehicle. Safety for yourself and other road users. A defect found during an inspection could save you problems later. You could have a breakdown on the road that will cost time and dollars, or even worse, a crash caused by the defect. In this presentation, you will learn how to properly perform a pre-trip inspection. We will cover 3 sections: the initial inspection, the air brake inspection, and the walk-around inspection. Open the Compass app on your iPad. Click the pre-trip inspection and fill out the questions. You'll check off each line item as you perform the inspection. Approach the vehicle. Disconnect the shore power cord. Check for general damage. Check for the vehicle leaning to one side. Check for fluid leaks on the ground under the vehicle. Test the liftgate operation. Open the cargo area and inspect to ensure the medical equipment is loaded properly and secure. Open the hood and move to the passenger side of the vehicle. Check the engine coolant level and make sure it's to the full mark. Check belts for cracks or frays. Check hoses. Make sure there are no bulges or leaks. Inspect for loose or frayed wiring. Make sure the battery cables are clean and secure. There should be no leaks or moisture in the engine bay. Move to the driver's side under the hood. Check belts for cracks or frays. Check hoses. Make sure there are no bulges or leaks. Check the engine oil level. Inspect for loose or frayed wiring. Make sure the battery cables are clean and secure. The brake fluid should be full. The power steering fluid should be full. Check the steering box condition. There should be no leaks. Start at the driver's door and record unit info. Check the driver's seat and belt. Check all of the safety equipment. Check the fire extinguisher and 3 reflective triangles. Check for spare fuses. Start the engine. Check all of the gauges and indicator lights. Check the horn. Inspect all of the window glass and mirrors and adjust as needed. Check the wiper and washer fluid function. Inspect the steering wheel free play. There should be no more than 10 degrees or 2 inches of free play. Set the parking brake. Put the vehicle in gear. Gently accelerate. The vehicle should not move. Put the truck back into park or neutral. Make sure the air system is fully pressurized. Check the low air indicator light by pumping the brake pedal until 60 psi or below. Light and alarm should activate. Bring RPM up to 1800 to check the air system buildup rate. Watch the air gauges. They should climb from 85 to 100 psi in less than 45 seconds. Keep building pressure to check that the air governor comes on near 120 psi and the air dryer has an audible air pressure pop-off. Shut the engine off. Release the parking brake to check the static air pressure leakage rate. It should not leak more than 2 psi in 1 minute after initial drop. With the parking brake still released, check the applied air pressure leakage rate by pressing the brake pedal firmly and holding it. It should not leak more than 3 psi in 1 minute. With the parking brake still released, check the parking brake button automatic pop off by pumping the brake pedal, bleeding air off until between 40 and 20 psi. The button should pop out automatically. For hydraulic brakes, pump the pedal 3 times and hold firm. The pedal should not fade. Set the parking brake. Turn on the low beams and left turn signal. Start at the driver's side rear of the vehicle. Check the rear turn signals and lights. Check the rear tires for more than 2 32 inch tread and that the tires are not worn down to the wear bar. Inspect for proper tire pressure. There should be no cuts or bulges. The lug nuts should be tight with no rust streaks or oil. Check the hub. Check the rear suspension and brakes. There should be no oil on the brakes. Check the battery box and battery. Listen for exhaust leaks. Check the fuel cap and straps. Check the driver's door and steps. Check the front tires for more than 4 32 inch tread and that the tires are not worn down to the wear bar. Inspect the tires for proper pressure. There should be no cuts or bulges. The lug nuts should be tight with no rust streaks or oil. Check the hub oil. Check the steering linkage, suspension, and brakes. There should be no oil on the brakes. Check the body and front bumper for damage. Inspect the front lights and turn signals. Turn on the right turn signal and start at the passenger side front of the vehicle. Check the front tires for more than 4 32 inch tread and that the tires are not worn down to the wear bar. Inspect the tires for proper pressure. There should be no cuts or bulges. The lug nuts should be tight with no rust streaks or oil. Check the hub oil. Check the front suspension and brakes. There should be no oil on the brakes. Check the passenger seat and belts. Check the passenger door and steps. Listen for exhaust leaks. Check rear tires for more than 2 32 inch tread and that the tires are not worn down to the wear bar. Inspect the tires for proper pressure. There should be no cuts or bulges. The lug nuts should be tight with no rust streaks or oil. Check the hub. Check the rear suspension and brakes. There should be no oil on the brakes. Inspect the rear lights and turn signals. Turn on the high beams and hazards. Walk around and check for body damage, running lights, and license plate lights. Turn the lights off, then block down or wedge the brake pedal to check the brake lights and complete the inspection. A 22-inch wedge works well for this. Close the hood. Test the service brakes by releasing the parking brake and then pull forward to 5 miles per hour and press the brake pedal firmly. There should not be any delay or pulling to one side. Reset the parking brake and put the truck back in park or neutral. At the end of the inspection, if there are any issues, make a note in the Compass app and submit it. Sign the pre-trip acknowledgement and submit. Thanks for completing this inspection and drive safely.